I do believe we're live. Actually, yeah, Tully, that is true. I'm waiting for a few more people to show up before I actually begin. Let me just send a few messages out while I'm here. Make sure the audio is good. Audio looks to be pretty good. Everything looks to be in order. Okay. Alright, so Kelly's here. Who else have we got? It seems to me that yes, please talk to me. Please acknowledge your presence. I should might as well at least load the game on here. Imagine members will show up as the stream progresses, so it's planning to go show up after the recording reviews and this and yeah, okay. Perhaps. So, last time on MediEvil, we rose from the dead, we progressed to the graveyard, we kicked some glass hole in the face, or heart, with our crossbow, did a whole bunch of exploring through Galamir, we made all kinds of wonderful heroes in the hall, and in today's episode, we're going to be starting on a particularly interesting level, the Asylum Grounds. And this is a particularly puzzle-based level, and I gotta say, a really nice one at that. So with that, let's begin. Hope this level won't leave you feeling too bushed. And one thing I'm actually going to do is, I realized I didn't show off the longbow, so I'll do just that. Okay, thank you very much, Telly. Now, there's actually something interesting that I want to point out about this level. And as you'll see here, as this book says,
this is the Garden of Xerok. Nothing here is as it first seems. To leave this maze, you must first seek out the one called Jack of the Green.
And we'll be seeing him very shortly, but first, we have these enemies over here, and it's funny because in the original North American release of this game, these enemies were not dressed like this. Or rather, they look kind of like enemies, but these guys are called Mad Monks. Yeah. And the longbow in this game is actually pretty nice. And I shall see here, yep, even the bushes are alive. What's funny though is that in the original game, that dragon bush will be attacking you straight away. Not sure why they changed it to where it just kind of sits there and waits a little bit before it attacks, but that's how it works. And we also got the axe as the last thing I did in the stream, so if the melee attack is a bit, well, not impressive, but what it has, the one thing that's very nice about it though is that you can throw it like a boomerang like this, with the square button. So I'll do just that. And there's also just something I want to point out about these mad monks, right here. It's that they mention the disappearance of a head monk. And there's one thing, actually, in the next level that if I can show off, I will, that's actually very interesting. That's a commonly overlooked detail that I'll be sure to point out. That's very cool. So, first thing you have to do in this level is you have to look for Jack of the Green. And he happens to be right over here. And may I add, he is way bigger in this game than he was in the original. Also, one detail that I find pretty neat about this guy.
Greetings, Sir Fortescue. My name is Jack of the Green. I am the master of riddles, and this maze is my domain. You are free to leave, but only once you've answered 4 riddles. Puzzles so fiendishly difficult, so perplexingly complex, that no man has ever solved them. Ha ha ha. Now, try my first riddle. At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen.
Hi, Lone. Now, the simple thing to do would be to just outright see the answer to the riddle, but that's not how this maze works. To actually answer Jack's riddle, you have to perform certain actions in the maze. And, well, the first one is pretty simple. Well, the answer is stars, but you can't just say stars, but instead, you have to hit these star bushes. There are 5 of these in this area of the maze, and as you complete more and more of Jack's riddles, more of the level will open up. So let's just hit these bushes. Let's just ask these guys a question. We also want to ring this bell here because they'll spawn more enemies for us to kill. Okay, so I just put the fraud sword here because once you ring it, these guys will pop out of the graves, and we can kick their asses. Okay, there's a star bush right over here, along with another mad monk. And we head over here. Here's the last one. Also, I don't remember being able to actually kill this bush right here in the original, but I appreciate it.
Well done, Sir Knight. But my star riddle was but a trifle. I always like to begin with an easy one. Return hither. You will not find my next conundrum so simple.
Indeed, because this next riddle is probably one of the more annoying ones of the 4. As you will see.
I live for laughter. I live for the crowd. Without it, I am nothing.
Any guesses, chat? Oh, hi, Mage. Thank you for stopping by. You're just in time, Mage, to see the most annoying of the 4 riddles, by the way. Just pointing that out. And the answer is, well, a clown. And at first, this looks pretty simple, because you may be saying to yourself, oh, well, this is pretty simple. All I have to do is just hit the statues, stones, stuff, they're all happy, right? Not quite so, because there's one mechanic about this puzzle that you wouldn't normally notice unless you did some experimentation. And it's that, as you'll see here in a second, if I hit these stones so that they're happy, well, in a few seconds, as you see here, these stones will actually rotate back on their own, and one thing to note is that, all these stones here will rotate back at different time intervals. So you actually have to hit it in a certain order, and do it just right here. And the order, from my experience in the original, was you want to hit in the order of 1, 2... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Oops. Hang on. I beeped it a little bit. But I mean, it's good here, because then you can experience it for the first time. So let's see here. Everything's good. So it should be 1, 2, 4, 5, 3.
All right. Yes, it was a clown. Very clever, I'm sure. Return in haste, Sir Knight, for I wish to see the despair on your face when you hear my next cryptic puzzler.
This next one is probably the most involved one, but it's nothing too complicated.
Face like a tree, skin like the sea. A great beast I be, yet vermin frighten me.
And I feel like the last line there kind of gives it away, but if you don't know what it is yet, well, you'll see soon enough. I'm just kind of snipe this push from distance here, because this guy can be kind of annoying to deal with. And also, get behind him like this. He's out to count. And, well... Oh, I must get this guy too. Okay. Well, before we go use that room, there's one thing we're going to want to do just yet. And you actually want to head this way. So as you can see, this gate is now open. So, let's clear up the enemies over here first. And the answer is, well, as you can see over here, an elephant. Pretty simple. And if we head over in this direction, use the Chaos Room, and there's a little mice. A little mouse fellow following us around. And thankfully though, these cats don't actually have very good peripheral vision, so this is actually pretty simple. You just gotta very carefully guide the mouse past all the kiddos. It's okay, Lone. So.
Did you spot my bluff? I pretended that riddle was hard, but in truth it was obviously an elephant. This time, however, I almost pity you. The answer to my next vexing enigma has eluded the finest minds of a whole generation. Come to me.
And there is the actual bluff, because this last one is probably the easiest of all the riddles. Funny how the last one is also the easiest, but, well, that's just, it's the level for you. So, let's head back. Yeah, it's a pretty big elephant. There's our chalice. And let's go see what Jack of the Green has to say, shall we?
I tolerate the moon and stars. I can't abide the sun. Banish me with torchlight and you'll see me turn and run.
Sounds pretty complicated at first, but I assure you, it's pathetically easy. So, we now jump down this trapdoor that's been opened for us. And what do you have to do in this puzzle, you ask? Well, very simple. Take these torch blocks, push them to the windows, and that's it. No bells, no whistles, just pushing blocks. Eluded the finest minds of a whole generation, he says.
Blast you! It took me ages to come up with that darkness one. Very well. Outrageous as it seems, my vast intellect has been matched by your badly decomposed brain. Return at once and I shall give you your prize.
And our reward for finishing all of his riddles is...
You think you're so clever, don't you? Here you are, Sir Clever Clogs. I grant you free passage through my maze. Find your own way out.
Yeah, Mage, this game actually has a nice sense of humor. Also, by the way... Okay. So the exit to the level is right over here. Oh, let me hit that. But first, before we actually leave the level, there's one last puzzle we have to solve. Yeah, you can hit this bush. I know you can. Got it. And, well, if you know how to play chess, this puzzle is pretty easy. If you don't know how to play chess, allow me to explain. So the queen that came here can pretty much move in any direction. The bishop can only move along diagonals, and the rook, or the castle, whichever term you want to use to call it, can only move in a horizontal or vertical. So, let's just move the rook over to the yellow square. The bishop. That's true. That's very true, Lone. You know, but if you think about it, though, Sir Daniel did the whole Skyrim meme before it was ever cool. Oh, the king actually moved the one into place here. Hang on. And that's the level, pretty much. Not too bad. So, down we go. And with the 10th chalice in hand, we can meet probably the funniest character in the hall. Because, well, we have to go speak to Karl Stuengard, who has a very nice looking shield. Let's see what he has to say.
Ah, Herr Fortescue. You are back on the battlefield, yeah? This is good. People say to me, Stuengard, what do you think of this sword or that axe? But I say to them, Nein! Modern warfare is a question of science, the science of shields. I think maybe you should take my shield, yeah? It is magic, Herr Fortescue. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to you that this is rubbish! So long as you use it properly, the shield will make you invincible!
And with that, we get... And, well, with that hilarious dialogue out of the way, we get the gold shield, the best shield in the game, with a whopping 400 integrity, and also a neat little bonus about the shield, is that if you go to a merchant, you can actually get it fixed. So unlike the other shields that just break and go away when they're used up, this one you can keep repairing it and use it as you need. Very, very nice. Well, Mage, we'll see someone later on here that may be doing that. Because now we have, at this point in the game, we have the hardest level, at this point. as we go inside the asylum. So this level is quite simply an endurance gauntlet. We'll have to go through a bunch of rooms and kill a bunch of baddies. Sounds simple, but, well, the enemies in here are especially beefy. Also, there's something I want to point out about this level that's actually kind of cool. And it's that they actually use different tracks on different floors of the level. And it's curious that they use this track, because this one doesn't actually appear until much later in the game. But it's a nice touch. And having the axe is especially nice, because I can just kind of camp in the back of the room here and just throw it at people. Because these guys do a lot of damage, and there are a lot of them. This room is not horrible, but, well, as you'll see, though, it gets kind of worse. First room clear, down to the next. And if you're playing the PS1 version, you would be bracing yourself for frame lag, because this is a thing. Actually, this might be good to actually use the broadsword for this and just kind of charge right through him like that. Yeah, thank you very much, Lung. Room down. Now for the next one. And this is, this track here is, curious, because this is actually used in MediEvil Resurrection, the PSP remake from 2005, and, they actually used this track for the Scarecrow Fields. So it's a nice touch here that they added a track that was in the original game. And it fits it quite well, I have to say. Oh, hi, Cookies. Thank you for coming. You're just in time to watch the onslaught of zombies try to kill me. Oh. Oh. Now for these headless guys. Oh yeah, they sure are. But, well, we did actually get you know, ahead of these guys. And now for, well, and it seems kind of odd they haven't run into any, well, insane people here, but this next room will fix just that. As now we deal with the headbangers, the actual lunatics of the asylum. And I have to say, though, I am quite glad, though, that in this game they fixed them, because in the original, these guys were very, very loud. And now, when I'm done telling the enemies here, I want to see if they added a certain detail to this level that's kind of cool, actually. Now, if you look down here, okay, you can't really see it, but, oh, right there, actually, you can kind of see it here. So, one detail that's actually very cool about this level is that if you look down the middle of the donut-shaped room, you can see there's a kind of portrait there. And That picture is actually supposed to be the head monk of the asylum, and his fate is presently unknown, but it's a very neat detail that they added, and there were actually a bunch of interesting fan lore about this character. It's pretty cool. In the Discord, I'll be sure to post a picture of the actual image down there, because it is available on the wiki. But, final room. Now, I know that, medicine at this day and at this point in history was not the best, but do we really need cannons and lava? I'm going to avoid that chest here because, well, it may do me more harm than good at this point. Oh, and I hit it anyway. That was helpful, though. And we're finished. So you may ask why we're here. The answer is in this cage right over here. First, gonna get some healing here because that was a thing. It was a marrow escape. Yep, indeed. And, well, say hello to the mayor of Sleeping Village.
By heck, am I glad to see you. That Zarek tried to force me to hand over the Shadow Artifact. He means to release the demons from their tomb under the enchanted forest. But I said to him, you can't touch me, you lanky windbag. I'm the mayor. Aye, that told him. But then he had me locked up in here with all these nutters. Oh, it's been terrible. I haven't managed to get a word of sense out of anyone in weeks. Right. Well, I'll see myself out, thanks. You have a good look around, lad. Zarek's left some stuff lying about that I think you might find useful.
Yeah, so remember how I said this game was inspired by Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah, that's not obvious in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, second of all, we get our second Dragon Gem. And for chalice number 11, well, we can go over here. And we can speak to everyone's favorite centaur yet again, for he has another reward for us.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
And the reward for this is the Flaming Longbow. Also, you are full of it. I don't know what this is. It's a longbow. You gave us a longbow earlier. How do you not know what this is? But anyway. And this thing is particularly useful, as you will soon see. Because now that, well, we've gotten the Dragon Gems from both the Pumpkin Witch over there and the Mayor, we can now progress onto... We can now finally do the Enchanted Earth, because if you recall in the last stream, I said we couldn't do this level because we were missing a certain key item. In the Sleeping Village, we got that item. So, let's just jump right in. The Flaming Longbow is exactly as it sounds. It's a longbow, but its arrows are on fire! Pretty handy. pick up the square button. Ooh, nice fire explosion. Beautiful. So our first order of business is to get the rune that opens the door right over here. Also, I should probably fix that. Let me just kind of go do some hardcore weeding. And the way you get that rune is not this way. This is actually the wrong way, but you have to go over here. Fire is a good thing, except when you're covered in it. Then it sucks. So let's do a little bit of healing here. And to get the earth rune that opens the doors over there, we have to go up to the nest of a dragon bird, which we can access with this very convenient series of lifts. So let's do just that. Fire arrows like equip. That's pretty good, Yvonne. Lone again with the puns. So, we have to be careful as we go up here because you can see that's a big bird. So, we have to go kind of push her eggs out of the nest. We get a copper shield with some gold. And most importantly, in the last one we open, there's our earth rune. Now you can actually jump down here because there's some gold right behind the tree, which is interesting because in the original you really couldn't see that was there, but nevertheless it's nice that it was. And as you can see here, if we try to go this way, we're not going that way. Okay. So what's behind these doors, you ask?
Keep out! This gate leads to the tomb of the shadow demons.
Also, totally not the edgiest name in the world.
None shall enter. The shadow demons are entombed within, separated from the world of goodness and light until the earth cracks open. No one, not even the Dark Lord Zarek, can release them without the shadow artifact. Leave now, or share their doom.
Yeah, so if you tried to play this level from the beginning, you would get stuck here because, well, you wouldn't have the shadow artifact, which we do. And this gate would actually open and let you leave the level prematurely so that you could do it. So let's give these demons, well, as the description kind of said there, let's give them a hand. An ornate stone hand. Oh, look at all these buttons. Let's see here. Let's see. Ooh, the fire. Ooh, a swirl. That's pretty nice here. Waves and gust of wind. Cool. What is Oh. Oops. Okay, but let's get, so, we pick up the Shadow Talisman over here. There's our chalice. And their exit is right up here. So, we may or may not have just unleashed one of the world's greatest evils by mistake. Well then. Great.
What have you done? Once again, the shadow demons are wreaking havoc across the land, and it's all thanks to you. The single most destructive and wretched creatures in the history of the world, and you've given them an early parole. They will be heading for the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Gallowmere is doomed.
And I actually kind of like what they did with them, though, because in this game, they're actually shadows. Now, granted, I still kind of prefer their design in the original game, but the fact that they're actual shadows, it's pretty neat, I'm not gonna lie. And as you can see here, they're not easy to kill. But they're also how we're going to get our chalice percentage in this level, so we're just gonna have to roll the punches. I also realized I probably should have enchanted the broadsword, because it would have made this much easier, but that means it works. It's also kind of annoying here because it seems like I'm getting hit by things that I really can't see. I mean, presumably they can still hurt you when they're in their mist form there, but it's okay. Actually, let me do just that. Let me go ahead and do some shopping. Excuse me for a second here while I go fix my stuff there, demons. This will only be a second, don't worry. Okay. Excuse me, coming through. I can bother with all of you later. They don't have time to chat. But now we have the shadow artifact there, or the shadow talisman. We can use it. And this happens. This does not look ominous at all. Now, does it? Oh, hi ladies. I was wondering if you knew where the exit forest was. You're not gonna tell me, are you? I'll take that as a no then. For boss time against the demonettes. And you might see these ladies like to tilt the odds in their favor. Oh, hi Junior, the helmet you would have unlocked if you played the demo, but unfortunately, since the demo has been kind of, removed, it seems like it's kind of, inaccessible at this point in time. And what's very nice, though, is that, they gave you loads of healing here, which I can appreciate. And it was like this way in the original 2 here, but the demonettes were a bit easier, actually, because you could really wreck them. Nevertheless, free heals are free heals. I'll take that. Always a nice thing. Yeah, so it seems like you may have missed out on the helmet here, but all it really does is that when you equip it, enemies deal double damage. It's nothing really that spectacular. And we're back on track. First, let's go ahead and go kick some more Shadow Demon butt. And then this way is more baddies we have to kill. First, let's go these plants. And with that done, let's get a move on. Oh. Well, that's a thing. I'll probably do some healing on this level finish here, because the next level is... I don't think there's another way to unlock the Helmet Junior, as far as I'm aware. And, well, that's the level. It could be Telly. Now, the thing actually is that in the demo, if you did what I mentioned, where you find the demo, it would actually take you to a page in the PSN store where you could download it. But, well, now that we've properly done anything with the Enchanted Earth, a certain bloodthirsty Mongolian has something to say to us.
10,000 courses for this guy. I bet money you be back pushing all daisies by now. Eh, I have something here for you. You like it very much? You want?
Of course. Peasants are always welcome. And by the way, I should point something out here. These doors over here will open eventually, but not until later on. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of an intermission here between the levels, because the next level, I'm going to say this right now, is viewed by many fans of the game as one of the most annoying levels in the game. And I will need all the help I can get my hands on. So, this is just be very quick here. I just have to go run to the graveyard. Oh, it's many ways to heal. So I'm just going to kind of speed run through this, because if you watch the first stream, you already know how this goes. And having weapons like the axe is pretty handy. You can just kind of use some speedrun strats. Oh. I'm hitting a statue. I forget you. I'm just gonna... Don't mind me, I'm just running to get some heals. Don't mind me at all. Here I go, I'm running past all of you because you guys all suck. Okay, now that I'm fully healed, let's go on to a level that I kind of always dread when I play this game, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Here we go. The Pools of the Ancient Dead. Okay.
and dark and reeking of death. We remembers an ancient battle fought here between the forces of good and the dark armies of Zarok. Now the marshes are full of the restless dead.
So, yes, in short, we have an area with insta-death water everywhere. Because that's fun. Also, tentacles, because why not? Now, there's something actually that I want to point out that's kind of cool about those tentacles there. I'm going to look at Galamir. Where are they? This entry here describes the Swamp Guardian, and fun fact, the Swamp Guardian was actually supposed to be an unused boss in this level, but, well, he's cut, as you can tell. So these Armored Knights here, they're pretty much impervious to everything that we have. So the only way we can kill them is to literally just knock them in the... Well, do that, but the other way around. And I think actually the broadsword might be even better for this, because I do use the axe in the original, but I find the broadsword is a bit better since you can attack with it a bit faster. So the main goal of this level is right over here.
Greetings, stranger. I am the boatman. It is I who ferry lost souls on their final journey to the land of the dead. But hold, have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue. Not you two. Thanks to Zarok's merits, I'm up to my eye sockets and lost souls have woken from the eternal sleep. Business hasn't been this brisk since before they invented sanitation. Look, if you help me to gather up a boatload of 8 lost souls and bring them here, I'll drop you off at the sunken town of Melamede. How's that sound?
So there's our goal. And I have to say, I really like the voice acting for the boatman. It's pretty good. No tentacles, don't you touch me. And here we have Mud Knights. They're actually more vulnerable enemies, so we can properly deal with. That's it. Actually, I should probably use the axe, actually, because it doesn't use ammo. Oh, well. Let's get a little bit of healing in there. And that chest there, I'm actually going to ignore because, as you've seen here, the bomb chests in this level, this game, actually damage you. Not to mention, there's a Serpent Spear in there, and because the majority of the enemies here are Armored Knights, and they can't be with conventional weapons, that Serpent is going to do absolutely butts all to help us. So, screw that chest. Unless, of course, I accidentally hit it, at which point, well, whatever. Yeah, it's actually interesting because I feel like it's supposed to be like death, but they also bring some inspiration from, you know, Charon of Greek mythology in there as well, with, you know, the fact that he ferries the souls off. Oh, okay. Alright, Mage, well, thank you for stopping by, I appreciate it. So this jump is, a thing. And at first, this one doesn't seem so bad, because you may say to yourself, oh, well, all you have to do is just get the helmets and bring them to the boatman. Pretty simple. There is a catch, though, as you will soon see, and why this level is particularly annoying. And it's that, as you'll see here in a second. As you gather the helmets, the bridges vanish. So, a lot of time in this level you may have to make, you know, risky jumps like that. Unless you do it strategically, which I will do, because I'm older, I'm more experienced, and I'm able to plan this out better. Because you can do this in a way such that you can make the bridges vanish in a way that's not particularly inconvenient, which is what I intend to do. I'm gonna leave. I can get this one for free because this one was just kind of. Yeah. Okay. Also, time for something funny. Let's hit those bomb chests. Don't let me target it. Hang on. Face the right way. And let the chain of explosions commence. I'm gonna win on that helmet right there. Actually, I guess you could get it now, though. I don't think that makes the bridges over there vanish. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't get the rune. Oops. Okay, the rune is just right over this way. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Does that actually just go around? Let's do that. Okay. Just going very carefully, get my way around here. Oh, Mud Knight. There you. Don't keep harassing. I mean, that's very rude. Okay. With that done, we can now sally forth. Not this way. And actually, if we go over here, you can get life bottle number 6. And you can also get this helmet, which spawns some Mud Knights for us to kill. Gee, I wonder if these chairs are going to do anything. I see you, Mud Knight. Don't think I don't. Right? There's just one more fatty to go. If he could please go this way. Nope, this way. Down there. Thank you. And let's go. Now, I could be mistaken here, but these ghouls, those flying dudes, I remember them showing up only after you got all the helmets. This is kind of curious here how they just kind of spawn once you finish that section. I think we're pretty easy to kill, actually. Oh yeah. And there we go. Now I'm free to get this in here because we have no reason to go over this way. Oh, okay. Oh, it's fine, Lone, don't worry. I'm gonna post the stream up on the self-promotion page like I did for the last one, so you won't really miss much. So, there's Chalice. And the last helmet. Okay. It's over here, isn't it? There's one more helmet we need to get. Oh yeah, it is... Oh, that one over there, okay. No, tentacle, don't you touch me. Actually, I'll have to grab some free heals while I'm here. Well, what's up the fountain anyway? But all things considered, that actually wasn't too bad. So, let's give him what he wants.
How gracious of you. Makes a change to meet a polite young skeleton after dealing with those filthy zombie types. Hop aboard.
And off we go. And now, many people will consider the number 13 to be an unlucky number, but for us, it's our lucky number because we now can speak to Dirk Steadfast, who has a particularly nice reward in it for us.
Alright then, man. How you doing? Now then, have you got yourself a magic sword? What? Daniel, man, you can't go into battle against an army of undead without a magic sword. Here, take mine. You'll never have to sharpen another blade, or my name's not Dirk Steadfast. It's not enough just to have a magic shield, you know, no matter what that soft, ticky stern card says. Good lad. Why, I'd sooner go into battle holding a tea tray than carry that weedy Gale's shield of his.
Also, I noticed a pretty neat detail is that they've actually changed the design of the helmets of Dirk Steadfast and Sterngard, because in the original, I remember they used the same model, but here they give some kind of differentiation, which is a neat detail. But anyway, now this here is a sword. And here we have what was, in the original game, my least favorite level, the lake. But in the remaster, I can say that I can appreciate this level a bit more, though, because of what they've done in the design department.
Look at you. It must be 500 years since you were last on my ferry, and you don't look a day over 400. Now, here we are. Zarok's magic has caused the lost mythical town of Melamede to rise in this watery ray. See you soon.
Now that voice clip there, I don't remember him ever saying that in the original, so that's pretty neat here that they use an unused voice clip. So, why do we not like this level? We're in stiff water and narrow platforms everywhere. Not to mention, annoying enemies like this. And that. Stupid fish. And here we have the Watchers. Now there's a book in the beginning of the struggle that says that you shouldn't get spotted by them, but if you want to get the chalice, you have to completely ignore the book and just get spotted. Because they'll spawn enemies that you have to kill in order to actually fill the chalice up. The Melamede Guardians. These guys are very, very annoying because they don't stop guarding. Hey, look, I'm a skeleton. Look at me. So let's just get spotted again. And Gertrude. Don't you spit water on me? That's very rude. Another watcher over here we can get spotted by. There's our Chaos Rune. Pretty crystals. Now we want to head over there to where the twisty, windy paths are. So let's just do that. And there's fish that need to die. More guardians being rude. Just take it, just sit down and take it, will you? Alright. Oh, there's Guardian. I believe you can actually push them in the water here and they actually instantly die. If you only push them, that is. Hang on. Come on, get back up. Okay. Let me just get a bit of healing in here. Okay. And now we press on. So, the main mechanic of this level are these machines right over here. So as you can see here, that's one hell of a whirlpool. How do we fix that, you ask? Well, allow me to demonstrate. Oh, I guess I didn't get spotted by this one. Alright, let's do it. And with all of the machines activated, this happens. In we go. Ooh, swimming elephants. There's a chalice for later. Start ringing here. While we're at it, let's head and grab the chalice. And if we head over here, there's our way out. Sorry, Guardians, but I really could care less. And now if we head over in this direction.
The ancient people of this long-vanished town once sought to harness the power of crystals found in the caverns below. Now, Zarok seeks to unlock the secrets of this arcane science. This mine shaft leads deep into the earth, to certain doom in the crystal caverns.
Charming. Well, no time about the present. Then answer number 14. I do believe our centaur friend has another gift for us.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
It's a bow! It's a bow, you Nimrod! But anyway, we get the magic longbow. Very nice. Also, I hate how I keep switching my weapons up like that. But so this level, I have to say, they really outdid themselves with this level. Because as you'll no doubt see, the crystal caves are downright gorgeous. Now, I'm gonna be quiet here because the music is just something else. first, let's see what he has to say.
The ancient town of Mellowmead was destroyed by creatures known as rhinotaurs. They live on still, but in a state of hibernation, deep within these caverns. They use the crystals to prolong their worthless hides.
I'm smacking you. Now, be careful here because I believe there are imp thieves in this level as well. So I'm going to kind of very gently make my way through here because Lucas, losing the magic sword or the magic longbow is quite devastating, put simply. Now I'm going to hit it and run. Not bad. But before I do this though, actually, I'm going to go over here, and this is probably the most damaging obstacle in the game. This crystal here. But simply, those beams of light, if they touch you, they deal 100 damage. That is to say, 4 hits from that, and the gold shield is toast. So our first Rhinotaur is over here. Pretty big brute here, but nothing we can't handle. Honestly, like gold here as well. Yeah, it really took you a while to notice I was there, huh? Okay. Get out of here, imp. Nobody likes you. Rude. Well, he just got flung into oblivion. That was entertaining. Let's get a little bit of repair and go here. Okay. And, as we all know, every good game has a secret behind the waterfall. Look at all this loot! I'll give this to for posterity. Even though I don't need a club. And it's in this room in the Crystal Caves where we actually use those dragon gems we found. And this is why they're mandatory because, well, actually first, I'm going to want to get, actually yes I do need a club. Okay. The dragon gems, we'll do this. Well, hello there.
Who dares to enter my lair and wake me from my slumber? Aha! Prepare yourself, little man. I shall roast the flesh from your bones. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I will pluck out both your eyes. Oh, great. I'm just gonna give you a good hiding.
For boss time against mean old dragon. And this is actually a pretty simple boss. All you gotta do is you just gotta pound the floor, and depending on where you're standing, it'll drop a crystal onto different parts of the room. It's easy to tell actually where to stand here because when you pound the ground, it will drop the crystal clockwise to where you currently are. So in that case, I want to go over here. If it won't miss, of course, over here, I want to stand here. Here is I have to go Julie up there. Rude! Okay. Here. see, and here he fakes you out there. Where's he gonna go? Right there? Works for me. They have chili peppers, man.
Anna, I yield. That really hurt. What did you have to go and do that for? Here, take this dragon potion and leave me alone. Drink it when you need it. It gives you armor that is impervious to heat. Plus, it lets you breathe fire. Now go away.
You were trying to roast me alive! Who are you kidding? But anyway, here we get the dragon armor. And in the original game, this was particularly broken. I'm actually switch this around here because I don't like how it's in my primary slot. Okay. So yeah, just like you said, when it's the dragon armor, you hold the X button. Fire! Very nice. Well, I'm going to use the magic sword here, though, because it seems like they changed the armor a little bit here, because it seems a bit weaker, especially when enemies don't get staggered as much as they are. Alright. Okay. So thankfully, one thing that's very nice about this level, though, is that the chalice is... well, it's pretty close to the start. And also the end. Actually, the camera needs to be a little bit better here, but it's fine. Just turn it. Now I'm going to dragon armor here, because there's something here that I'll admit is kind of a dick move on the part of the game. We got Stirring that we found earlier. And we see carefully across, and yeah, because right over here there's an imp thief, and I will admit, when I first played this level in the remaster, an imp thief stole my magic sword, and I was... you little turd. Okay, hang on. That's it. I'm gonna crush your ass. How dare you? Excuse me, don't care. And with chalice number 15, we get to meet someone particularly special.
Wouldn't this make a wonderful tourist attraction? Come see Stengard the Mighty! Come and see the last of the centaurs! Oh, and see that dork over there? That's Daniel Fortescue, would-be hero!
Because 15 chalices in, those doors finally open, and we get to speak to none other than McGuinn Stormbinder, who has something very interesting to give us.
Daniel, there you are. I was so worried about you. I know you have the heart of a hero, Daniel. Now we must show the others. Would you like to take my magic lightning bolts? I don't have many, but they're very powerful. Off you pop then, and keep your chin up. Oops, sorry Daniel. Now take care. The good people of Gallowmere are depending on you.
What a sweetheart. And here we get the lightning. And one thing I have to say about the lightning is that, for one thing, giving us a gauntlet that shoots it makes a lot more sense than just straight up giving us lightning bolts in our hand. But also, one other very nice thing that they changed about the lightning in this game is that you can actually buy more. Because in the original game, if you ran out of lightning, it was gone forever. And the only way to get more was to pretty much have an imp thief steal it off you, and then you had to buy it back for a particularly exorbitant price. Thank goodness they fixed that. I want to do a little bit of healing actually before I go into this next stage, because it's a particularly painful level, I'll say that much. But I think I should probably be okay. The Gallows Gauntlet. So this is probably one of the most macabre stages in the game, as evidenced by the fact that there are two impaled dudes just kind of chilling there. And the lightning is pretty handy because if you charge it, you can attack multiple enemies at once.
Take care not to wake the Serpent of Gallowmere. It is a most powerful supernatural creature that was bound somewhere within these chasm walls. If you encounter it, run!
That sounds like fun. I say we give it a hug. But not before we do some healing. Hey, Mommy. That was very rude, Mommy. And boy, enemies with walking nooses. They're also pathetically easy to kill. Let's take some distance here, because this guy is pretty tough. And as you can see over here, this is why we need the dragon armor. Because if we didn't have it, we would get stuck here. Just passing through a giant flaming gate. Don't mind me. Now I want to be careful here because in that chest there is a certain Serpent of Gallowmere. Hang on. So yeah, that chest there is something we don't want to touch. With a 10.5-foot pole. I'm hoping I don't wake it up. Here I go. Please, Mr. Serpent Demon, please don't eat my face. Do not eat my face. Oh, I woke it up. So the Serpent of Gallowmere is a thing. All you really gotta do is just kind of whack it in the head until it goes away. Well, at least we can proceed with a little bit more haste. That's good. And this switch lets us get to the chalice. Very nice. There's a merchant. I think I'll be fine for now. So yeah, if you have the dragon armor, this gate over here will let you exit to the map screen, kind of like what the gate did in the Enchanted Earth. But we have the dragon armor, so we have no need of it. I'm not going to touch that. And let there be flames everywhere. Whoa, that is a little bit glitchy, but okay. I seem to be missing an enemy somewhere. Oh yeah, over here. And I'll see you guys. Alright. If I'm not mistaken here, I think we should get another life bottle this time. Indeed we do.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
And life bottle number 7. And thankfully, getting a life bottle fully heals you. Very nice. So with that business out the way, we can now go to what was, in the original game, my personal favorite level. Because this is a level that knows how to have atmosphere. The Haunted Ruins. I love the Haunted Ruins. It's very good. That's one way to start a level off. Then anyway, you have a little puzzle here. All you gotta do is get the chickens to eat the grain, and it's over in this direction. Grab your chickens. Nope, nope, no, this way. This way. This way. Yep, everyone just kind of get over here. There's some especially nice quality grain over in this way. You know what you're missing. Okay, fine, get stuck on this grain pile. It also works. But anyway, once all the grain is gone, down goes the drawbridge. But yeah, the music in this level is phenomenal. And it really sets the atmosphere of the stage. Because think about it. This is where Daniel used to call home, but now it's in complete ruins. The king is dead, and the only humans left here are these farmers that are about to be sacrificed. It seems like all hope is lost. A truly atmospheric level, if I have to say. So, here's how this works. It's simply, if the shadow demons detect that you're here, which obviously they will because they have to jump down, they'll run to that switch and drop the farmers onto those flames. We will not let that happen. Nope, don't you do it. this is actually why I tested that thing in the Cemetery Hill about the campfires, because you'd have to know that you can actually use weapons like the hammer and the club to put the fires out. Otherwise, you would pretty much completely screw this up here, and you'd have to restart the level. Because if these farmers die, you won't get the chalice. And with that done, be free, farmers, be free! And if you follow them,
Thank ye for rescuing us, kind sir. Forgive us, master. We have no pig to reward you, but we'd be honored if you'd accept these shiny gold-colored stones as a token of our thanks.
very nice. So let's head over this way. Alright. Dodge cannons. And up we go. I like how it insta-kills them. Now over here we have some Axe Knight, or some Mace Knights. Pretty easy. They're kind of like the Mundates that we saw back in the Echoes of the Ancient Dead, except, well, they throw maces instead of axes. Nothing too special. Also funny here, because I remember the original, the way, you know, with the low-res, you know, PS1 textures, I will admit, the first time I saw these guys, I legit thought they were throwing grape lollipops. Just a little trivia for you there.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, it's been a long time. Welcome back to your home. But it is sad that you should see it so. The jewel in Galomir's crown has become a corrupt haven for Zarak's army of shadow demons.
Indeed. Well, if we go up here... Now, you could just be patient and wait for the fire to go out, but if you're like me, you're gonna say, screw that! Put the dragon armor on and just power right through that. And here we are in the throne room. I guess it could be worse. Oh, dodge that for a second here. It's funny, because in the original here, I thought this painting was the Taj Mahal. So, then we go into the dungeons of the castle, and this is where the atmosphere gets really cool. Well, isn't this charming? This is proper spoopy. Hey, found the crown. And here we have probably my favorite fixture in this whole level.
The castle was constructed on top of a dormant volcano. This great floodgate is all that stands between you and a very hot shower.
How to drive away realtors 101. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, I think let's just leave before anything happens there that may or may not totally barbecue us. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Now, let's go talk to an old friend, shall we?
Sir Fortescue, noblest of my courtiers, bravest of my captains. Oh, that we should meet at such a dark hour, with the fate of this realm lying once again in your hands. Good God, Fortescue, what's happened to your jaw? Bad luck, old man. Now look, Zarok's army of shadow demons hide beneath us within this very mountain. They prepare as we speak to invade fair Gallowmere. If we are to thwart his plans, we must bring down the castle on top. We must unleash the lava behind the floodgates. I can take you to the gate's control lever, but you alone can pull it. Of course, it's a highly dangerous mission, even for a dead man. I dare say that when that fiend sees what you've done, he'll make sure you spend eternity in the most unspeakable torment. But then, I know these things mean nothing to a man of your iron will. Eh, Fortescue? Splendid. Good luck, old friend.
Well now. So, first things first, you're gonna want to get this ready. Because the second I touch this thing, all hell is gonna break loose. Gulp. There we go.
The lava has been released, Sedan. The castle is collapsing. You will not have long to defeat the stone golems and escape the ensuing inferno.
So yeah, the dragon armor is the best way to deal with these golems because it'll just really push them along. So yeah, we're about to get full-on deep fried if we don't get the heck out of this place. And this guy over here should do it. Okay, I guess not. But anyway, now we have an Earthrun we can head into this place, and, well, this will turn off the oil vents, which we need in order to escape. Which is funny here, because you would think that, well, for a castle that's built straight on top of a volcano, you would think that the oil wouldn't just combust immediately into a giant fireball of death. But, oh well. And let's get the heck out of here! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! No! No! Yeah, so before we do that here, yeah, that was pretty much me in a nutshell when I first played this game. What you're supposed to do is hit this lever. And now you can leave. But first, treasure. Treasure's always important. Okay, now for real this time. Whee! And now that we've gotten the heck out of there, I believe a certain Amazonian warrior queen has something to say to us.
Well, hello, stranger. I've got a little present for you. Why don't you shut your eye and hold out your hands?
I appreciate the feeling. Actually, that's pretty nice. So, pretty simple. Now this next level. What can I say about this next level aside from it is, in the original, a little short of platforming hell. As now we venture onto none other than the Ghost Ship. That was fun. Please don't eat me. Hey Morton, haven't seen you in like ever. Nice save, random vulture.
Captain, I thought you ought to know we have a stowaway on board. I've told the men to scour the decks for him.
Good! I want that scurvy dog dangling from yon yardarm by his bowels!
Is that really necessary? Couldn't we just give him a good tongue lashing and drop him off at the next port?
Look! There's not a man-jack on this ship who wouldn't keel-haul his own grandmother for the silver in her hair! There'll be no tongue-lashing! Bring the landlubber to me and I'll tear him a new orifice!
I will admit, at the time when I first played this game, I did not know what an orifice is. And, well, let's just say I do. So, this level. The enemies here absolutely are annoying. So, to put it simply, the way you get the chalice percentage in this level is not by these little grunt dudes, because, well, they'll keep coming back to life until you kill the officer right over here. Once you kill these guys, the rest of them just kind of fall down. So, with the moon rune in hand, let's go in here. And there's another officer. Let's go ahead and go kick his ass. Star rune. Get out of here. Very rude. And now for a little bit of bouncy fun. Well, not yet. But let's get an energy vial, actually, because I want it. Oh, down we go. It isn't platforming hell yet, but you will soon see that it is. Stop it. That's very rude, skeleton. Let me out. Thank you. Oh, barrels. Ouch. Actually, that's just... yeah, I'm gonna actually not bother with that here, because that's something we need at the moment. Just go ahead and do some healing. There's the star rune, we can head this way. Prep the sword. Kill the officer. And that's pretty much the formula of this level when it comes to filling the chalice. Dodge all the cannons. And now for the bouncy fun. So if you have a jump button while you're on these trampolines, you go higher and higher and higher, and you have to get to the upper side over there. But actually, you first want to drop down because there's actually an officer down here that you would otherwise miss. The graphics actually were, well, in terms of PS1 graphics, they were a bit polygonal, but nevertheless, the game had a certain charm about it, I will say. I mean, if I were to say, compare the two, then, you know, it's obvious which game wins in the graphical department, Kelly, but nevertheless. Have my shield out, game. There we go. So, boing, 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 boing. Okay. Now this is what you're supposed to do in the original game, but one thing that I'm glad they changed though was that if you head over here, you have these cannons. I have to say, in the original game, this jump was next to impossible to do. Because the cannons were just not cooperative when it comes to opening the shutters. But, they fixed that. I'm glad. That over there is the platforming hell that I mentioned. It's pretty bad. So let's ride this little spinny wheel onto this cage. There's our chalice. Officer, I'm gonna kick your bony ass. Or, you can also just kind of make my life a little bit easier, I suppose. Oh, hey, Drake. Wait, what? Where's the officer? Wait, something isn't right. Or did he glitch out of the level? Hang on. Where did that officer go? Huh. Oh, there it is, down there. Okay. So can I make it without dying? I can. Thank you. You freaking bony jackass. Get back here. That does mean, though, that I'm going to have to make it throw up the cannons again, but it's fine. I'm telling you, game, I have my shield out. Oh, there goes my shield. But it's alright. Because... backups. Besides, I can actually go over to the heal. Let me hit the shutters to reset. There we go. And up here. And the final officer is just right over here. Over here. Oh, hey there, Drake. And that's it. Now to claim the chalice. Let's wait for the wheel to reset. Up we go. So I'm going to skip this here because I don't want to deal with the platform again. Alright. And I'm sure you can easily guess what comes next. It's okay, Drake, don't worry. So, it's boss time against the Ghost Ship Captain. I have to say, I really like how they changed this boss in this version of the game. all you have to do is just turn the cannon, and you hit him. Now, what the game wants you to do, I believe, is actually it wants you to use the club to actually let the cannon. But as you'll see here in a second, you can't do that when the storm happens. So, just use the dragon armor, light it, and give him a good what for. And that's pretty much it. And now, with the captain disposed of, we now have control over the ghost ship. Next stop, Xerox Domain. But first, actually, let's get that shield fixed. Okay. And now that we have our 18th chalice, the owner of the sword has something to say to us. Or not. Oh yeah, that's right. That means we have to fix the stern guard first.
You are back, Herr Fortescue. I think this is because of my shield, yeah? But I have something else I can give to you. Something you may find very interesting.
I sure use the shield. I use the crap out of it. And it's kind of funny here because you're supposed to get 4 chests, and the last one is just kind of sitting on the ground right over here. Bit awkward, but it's fine. And what is kind of nice about this game, though, is that after you finish the ghost ship, you get a pretty simple level afterwards. The entrance hall. The entrance to Xerox Domain. We're at its front door. Now, how Dylan knows how to control a giant flying pirate ship, I do not know. But he does. Because reasons, I guess.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, standing bold as you like in the foyer of Xerox Castle. Who'd have thought it? Not us, that's for sure. We's afraid the master of the house is out trying to plunge the land into eternal night. But come on in and make yourself at home.
So these imps are relatively unchanged, actually. The only difference I'm aware of, though, is that with those purple flames, they're pretty much immune to projectiles. But the magic sword has a real number on him. Not too bad. I think that's... yeah, okay. So this one was actually relatively short. And I can appreciate that there was something nice and easy after the ghost ship. Now first, I actually want to head down here. Actually, no, let's go this way first. Because the chalice is actually back the other way, and, well, let's deal with some of the imps first before we go worrying about that just yet. Okay. And now we can go back the other way. Now that we've cleared the enemies in this area. And you may remember this area from the opening cutscene of the game. Let me be careful, because I believe actually there was an imp thief down here. And I want to properly deal with him. This little jackass. No, you don't. No, you don't. And this over here is something that I'm actually going to tackle in the bonus stream, because this is a relatively new addition to the game, actually.
Know that if you release the entrapped souls in this chest, they will need help to be set to rest once again. Assisting these souls would earn one a place in Gallowmere history as perhaps the greatest of all its heroes. Is that something you would do, Sir Dan? If you do, history will be yours for the taking.
I'll at least begin this, but I'll do this at a later date. So this is a bit of a side quest that they add to the game. But simply, there are 19 of these lost souls that are now scattered through all the different levels that we've seen, obviously excluding the ant caves and Dan's Crypt, and the last, final boss level. And if you finish it, you get a very, very neat reward. But again, that's the bonus stream. For now, let's just finish the story. Okay, number 19. Now we talk to Dirk Steadfast.
Hey, Danny man, how's that sword bearing up? I told you it was magic, right? I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy your chances, like?
And we get some free heals. What's interesting, though, is that, he gave another reward in the original game, but I guess maybe we'll see what it is later. And now we get to perhaps the weirdest, wackiest level in this game. But then again, I suppose that's only sort of considering that, well, we're dealing with Zarok here. The time device. Also, I know what you're doing, game. You're poking at the sequel there with that modern London quote, aren't you? I know what you're doing. First, treasure. So, yeah. Get ready for some weird shit. That's all I'm gonna say. First, Return of the Boiler Guards. I love these guys. Also, flying eyeballs, because yes. And flying clocks.
Using a dark magic called science, Zarok has constructed a device based around the mechanical measurement of time. The innards of this chronograph are fiendishly complicated. Keep your eye on the flying timepieces and get ready to reset the hands of the master time clock.
Also, something kind of weird about this stage here is that these little floating clock dudes, they're counted as enemies in the book there. But what's strange is they actually don't do anything. They're literally just floating clocks. Boing. I believe actually it's over here, actually, yeah. Now the book will update, and you can see they're enemies, but they literally do absolutely nothing. Don't see what they get an entry, but oh well. So, the main gimmick of this area is that giant clock up there, and what you do with it is, if you approach one of these gates, you have to set the clock to that number. What's also neat about this level is that these settings here are random every time. So that's pretty neat. And they have to set the hour hand to the Taurus. Okay, and the gate opens. Ooh, life bottle. Me want. But we'll get to that eventually. Ouch. Where's that eyeball? Don't you shoot me, that's very rude. Also, sentient killer clocks. Also because yes. Indeed. Indeed, Drake. So the time rune, we can now get past this eyeball that's kind of literally giving us the eye. Also those pillars. Creepy. So the time to set through here is... Okay. So... The minute hand goes on Pisces, and I forgot off the top of my head what that other symbol is, but I know what to do. Huh? It's true, it's what it is, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute, no. That's right, hang on. The minute hand goes there. Yeah, that's down, okay. Alright. There we go. Now we go up here. You have a little puzzle of sorts. Oh, cancer. Thank you, Drake. Okay. Now how this works is if you hit this little skull thing here, I'll turn it off for a few seconds. And now to get the chalice, all you gotta do is just make a square. Pretty simple. Also, now that we've done this here, the electricity is now off, which means that that force field that was earlier that has the life bottle is now disabled. First, let's ride over here and get some free treasure. Also, time for a leap of faith. Whee! I feel like that honestly should have been an achievement in this game, but oh well. Oh, how did I miss you? Okay. Whee! Let's see. Time here with this one was... Okay. This one, and then Taurus. And Life on the Marine has been acquired. There we go. Also, I have to say, even though the original version of this track had some nice bombastic percussion music, I kind of like this version, actually. It's nice and it's a lot calmer than the original, but I like it. Has some nice touches to it. There's the Chaos Rune here. We also get pushed up by a clock. That's the thing. No, it is a bit hard to see them though with all this weird camera angles. No. Bad.
This metal keep houses the magical chariot that Xerox calls his train. The path it runs along leads eventually to Xerox's lair. However, your route is blocked by gates controlled at various way stations. Travel to these on the train, open the gates, and head for the lair.
So yeah, this is the home stretch of the game. We have one last puzzle to solve. The train. So we use that Earth Rune that we found earlier to open this gate. And we have to go set that train up into place. So let's give it a good push. One more. Also, the train, pretty neat design. Really Tim Burton-y. I like it. Well, it's kind of a shame though, because in the original, you could actually just kind of press the X button to go, you know, sound the train horn. It's pretty fun. But, oh well. Hey train, your wheels are going the other way. I don't think you know how physics works. Then again, who am I kidding? This level makes absolutely no sense anyway. It's the brainchild of a mad necromancer. Nope, not this way. Hey Dan, are you okay? Your head's kind of freaking out there. Alright. A little bit of healing while we're here. Rude. Well, this lever. Yeah, this game has some really nice art style, I have to say, in the remaster. Especially this level. I mean, this level looks gorgeous. It's so wacky and weird, and it's just, I love it. I really dig this kind of like steampunk kind of look to it. It's like a mixture of like steampunk and like some Tim Burton in there too. Oh, he knows what he's doing. Oh, you're kidding me. 1 HP off, but it's fine. So those gates we just opened are the levels of exit, but obviously, let's get that chalice first. Which is right over this way. I went a really roundabout way of doing this, but it's fine. Ouch. Oh, how did I miss you? Eh, whatever. And with this, the final chalice of the game. And off we go, to face Zarok himself. But first, a pit stop at the Hall of Heroes.
You prove us all wrong. Maybe it is destined to be a hero. Maybe it can defeat Zarok. The people of Gallowmere may never know of your past mistakes, and you will indeed be remembered as the people's hero. Your time in exile is over. Welcome to your new home, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
And indeed, not only is the chalice golden, but if we head to the right here, we have our own statue. And it's so shiny and pretty. Okay. But McGuinn has something to give to us.
Daniel, thank goodness you're still safe. I have a gift I can give to you, but sadly, I can't say how useful you will find it.
Very useful, actually, because the last life bottle in the game, number 9. It's actually interesting because in the original, McGuinn's and Dirk's rewards are actually switched. That is to say, he gives you the life bottle, and McGuinn gives you the energy vials. But I think it's kind of thing that they changed it, though, because, I mean, after all, if we're getting the last chalice in the game, you'll get the last life bottle in the game. Which I can appreciate. And look, all the little cups are in place. Let's knock them over. Whee! Okay. Fun aside, we have to get serious. Let's get some more magical arrows. Spears too, because why not? More arrows here. I'm probably not going to use these here, but I might as well fill up just for the sake of doing it. Okay. Here we go. The final battle of the game in Zarok's lair. Let's do it.
never thought you'd get this far. Your final encounter with Zarok awaits beyond this point. He has surrounded himself with his unnatural bodyguards, but you may yet even the odds by calling upon the lost souls collected within your chalice. Place the chalice on the shield at the heart of the arena. Good luck, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
This is it, guys. In we go. No holding back. Let's go for it.
Sir Fortescue, my old nemesis, so we meet again. I see that a century spent as worm food has done nothing to diminish your naive obsession with the freedom of Gallowmere.
Say hello to the Phasgols, Zarok's elite platoon.
Prepare to attack, my warriors. I want the dogs gnawing marrow from those bones within the hour. Ah! What is that, Fortescue? Your lucky cup?
Not quite. And thus begins phase 1 of the final fight against the Phasgols. Now how this works is, you use your own health to keep your own soldiers fighting fit. Because these warriors here are the only way they can deal damage to the Phasgols. They're immune to mortal weapons. But thankfully, though, as you'll soon see, for each soldier that lives, we get an energy vial. So it essentially replaces whatever health you've lost in that stage.
You always were fortunate in battle, Fortescue. Let us see how you fare against my champion, the late Lord Cardok. He eats people like you as calcium supplement.
Phase 2, against this metal-looking dude over here. And might I say, he looks better than ever. I was finding neat how they give him ads. Because before you would fight just him. And the dragon armor in the original would break the absolute hell out of this fight like you wouldn't believe. Like, you could kill him in under a minute if you had the dragon armor on. Thankfully, they made it a lot simpler. Indeed, Drake, may he flail the wind. That's our opening. Oops. Yeah, let's get that here. The axe going. Next phase should do it. Power up, you okay, man? Kind of freaking out there. And there we go.
Bugger. Right then, that's it. I've just about had enough of your meddling. Where is that spell? Ah, yes. No, not that spell. Oh. Oh, not right now.
Ah, sheep sodomy joke.
Aha! Now I have it. None shall defeat the mighty Zarok. So prepare to die, Fortescue.
The final fight of the game against Zarok himself. I'd have to say, they improved this boss quite a bit. Because in the original, he would bomb rush you like you would not believe, and he was pretty annoying. But thankfully they made him a lot simpler to deal with, which I can very much appreciate. And with that, the fight changes a little bit. Now we just pelt them with arrows, and there we go.
Curse you, Sir Knight. I am finally defeated. Yet if I am to fail, then all shall perish. You are doomed, Fortescue. You will never leave this domain.
Goodbye. Crush like the little beetle you are. Nice catch. I can see why you would think that's right. It is kind of Crash Bandicoot-ish. And with all the chalices, we see this bonus scene. And applause, applause. That was the game. Indeed, Drake. Indeed. Also, this credits theme is amazing. Well, there was a sequel, like I said, and I'm not sure actually, because the sequel, as far as I'm aware, it wasn't as well known as this one, and it doesn't really get much love. But who knows? Maybe in the future they will. Oh, you're welcome, Drake. You're very welcome indeed, and thank you everyone for attending, even if you're watching this in the future. This has been a very fun stream for me to do. Yeah, Telly, you probably should watch that here because, well, it's fine. That way things will make a bit more sense. But with this, let's just watch the credits now. And next time, I'll be doing a bonus stream where I show off those lost souls. They'll make a bit more sense, I suppose. I mean, you'll certainly be caught up. Because you did, miss about, 2 hours of play. Stargate, huh? I'll admit, I've never actually played those games. I might check it out at some point. And yes, regrettably, Xerox's voice actor passed away just about 4 months ago. It's a bit sad that he never got to see this game's release, but, well, at least he knew that it would be made. And look, Mr. Apple still has his magic hat. And there we have it. Thank you very much for attending this stream, or watching in the future. Until next time,
in a time long,
we do a nice bonus stream. See you then, everyone.